both countries would prosper. Obviously, Saudi being the bigger brother, the richer brother, would have to lead this charge. But we would like to be collaborators and partners in this journey of grand transition. And the third thing that we have is the talent. I've already mentioned that. So there's electrification revolution, there's a chemicals revolution, there's also a technology revolution taking place. Whether it be machine learning, whether it be artificial intelligence, whether it be platforms, whether it be applications. I know I have worked at KFUPM, I've been a professor at KSU, I know what Saudi talent is like. And having grown up in Pakistan, I know what Pakistani talent is like. And if you put these two talents together and move them forward into this new vision of a society, I think we can tap into the global value chains and articulate our talent into that value chain in a big way. So we have three kinds of assets. We have minerals, we have crude, we have people, we have talent, we have scholarship. We put our hands together and we have a big play. And ladies and gentlemen, what is it that we need to do all of this? I've told you that we have the largest copper mines across the world. But what we're also inviting both the private sector and the public sector is to build the infrastructure for that. Build the road infrastructure, build the train infrastructure, build the port infrastructure, particularly at Gawada, which is the closest journey from all the assets that we have to, like a corridor to the rest of the world. So we are not only leveraging our assets, we are also building the infrastructure. And we are inviting both the private sectors of Pakistan and the private sector of Saudi Arabia to come and participate towards building that infrastructure, which is pivotal in the way of unleashing the assets and the wealth that Pakistan and Saudi Arabia jointly have. So far, my friends, we are exporting our food products. And we already have programs together, and today the largest entourage is in agriculture and food security. About 35% of Pakistani food products, they get perishable food products, they get wasted. They get wasted on trees, they roll on the streets. What we are now doing is, first of all, taking everything that we have and connecting it to the food security of the GCC. And not just the Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has a grand plan of being the corridor, the food corridor, to the GCC and also to the rest of the world. And we would like to have a joint program, not just a project, a joint program where we can put our hands together, and the Pakistani agricultural assets that we have and the Saudi desire to be a global player and ensure the food security of the region as well as be a corridor to the rest of the world. We'd like to be partners in that, and that is why the biggest entourage today that we have on both sides is in food and agriculture in the private sector. So we'd like for you to take the opportunity today, get to know your partners, create relationships and move forward. And what we want is not just export, but what we want is your joint efforts and investments to move downstream towards value-added activities and create basically the plug into the food chain, into the fruit chain, into the juice chains, into the cheese chains, into the meat chains of the rest of the world. And today is your opportunity to get to know each other and forge a relationship. And in terms of the vibrant society that Saudi Arabia wants to move forward, that vibrant society is grounded in religious tourism. And what is it that we want? The biggest desire of a Pakistani is to participate in that religious tourism. If there's one desire that a dying man in Pakistan or a dying woman in Pakistan or an aging person in Pakistan has, it is to go and before closing their eyes, look at our holy mosques and pray to God, pray to Allah. Saudi Arabia wants to promote that. We need it for our own spiritual journey. So that's fantastic. But we have another tourism in Pakistan, which is family tourism, which is experiential tourism.